Tesla has launched all new Model S Plaid sport seats in North America. All Model S Plaids built from April 1st come standard with the new sport seats. They look pretty good. I like them. Also, the rear seats have the color and material to match the front seats. And this is specifically Model S Plaid. Maybe Model 3 Ludicrous will also have something like this, but we don't really know for sure. But I think it's likely to have something similar. And these seats will certainly help to absorb Model S Plaid's insane power. If you remember, the Model 3 Performance or Ludicrous was spotted before with sort of similar seats. But this was a while ago, so things could change for the Model 3. Not only is lateral support increased, but the seats are also lighter, which makes the car a bit faster. I mean, it's gonna be a tiny increase, but it's an increase. The car is insanely fast already, so I don't think anyone will really notice a speed increase. But yeah, before I did see some people complain about Model S Plaid seats when cornering. These seats didn't hug you, and I saw a few people complain about that, so this is going to solve that issue. James says, I like that Tesla is still investing in the flagship vehicles. Tesla owners are loyal and can trade up. Having strong flagship vehicles adds a brand appeal, which helps the other vehicles in the lineup. The Model S and X are important. First off, they are extremely good vehicles and better than 3 and the Y in many ways. It's important to give 3 and Y buyers something to upgrade up to. Otherwise, they have to look at other brands. Therefore, Tesla would lose some customers. And staying in the Tesla ecosystem is preferable, but in reality Tesla could delete the Model S and the X and it wouldn't really make much of a difference to Tesla overall. And if we want people to stay in the Tesla ecosystem in the very long term, Tesla definitely needs more models. Tesla would then need to cover every single price point. Here are all the BEV sales ranked by total units sold in Q1 of this year, and Tesla is number 1, of course, BYD is number 2, but Volkswagen is number 3, and BMW is actually number 4. Not bad for a luxury car maker. How come Ford is so behind? They are not really a luxury vehicle maker. Interestingly, Porsche sales are down. But the most interesting one is Toyota. It grew 86% year over year, but that's really easy to do when you sell almost 39 BEVs per day. Tesla sells more per day than Toyota does in a whole quarter. Here are Tesla sales broken down by region, and you can see that the rest of the world is actually doing fairly well, 18.5% higher year over year. North America is still the largest region for Tesla despite the largest year over year decline. Ross says people should consider that transportation becomes a commodity with many robotaxi players. Maybe there will be little money to be made operating taxis, robotaxis. I think that's going to be true in year 2100. Yeah, definitely. But in the first 5 years of robotaxis, no, I think Tesla is gonna dominate, and the hype around Tesla stock is going to be huge because the earnings will also be impressive. We have an update here. Tesla seems to have already hired prototype vehicle operators in several US states, so in Florida, Georgia, and Virginia. Most Tesla stock investors Gary speaks with agree with Dan Ives on this. Tesla's Robotaxi is not the answer for the growth gap. He has a new Tesla stock node out. While the Robotaxi marks an exciting announcement, Ives doesn't expect full autonomy, including models with no steering wheels, until 2030, and believes it is crucial to deliver a cheaper vehicle over the next 18 months. But Bush estimates that about 60% of Tesla's growth over the next few years will come from a cheaper car, which was set to hit the roads by late 2025 or early 2026. Dan Ives says that Tesla's future is a bit murky now, and that Musk needs to provide a clear roadmap and strategic vision for the street at the company's upcoming first quarter results. For Tesla stock to do really well in the long term, autonomy does not need to be solved very quickly. It's fine if it gets solved in 2030 or even a little bit later. If it cannot be solved sooner, it's because it really isn't quite possible for anyone else to do it. Tesla will be the first to solve it using the vision approach, and that will scale the fastest. Tesla by far has the most data and the best engineers who work on this kind of thing. So if Tesla doesn't solve it first with the vision-only approach, is because it's not possible to do it sooner. And the value here is who is going to do first. That's where the value for FSD and robotaxis is. Now, of course, if Tesla solves FSD, let's say in 2030, then some of the services that rely on LiDAR will have scaled a little bit by then, but they will still be so expensive that it won't make all that much sense to scale that technology. A Waymo autonomous car, for example, costs well over $100,000 to build. And then you need people with HD maps running around the city trying to map out every single inch. And if someone changes a stop sign and forgets to put it in the HD map, then the car cannot drive. Look at this, for example. The autonomous vehicle went through a place that it had no business entering. You cannot rely just on HD maps.